hang up and dial 911. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. If you are a member of a law enforcement agency wishing to confirm a warrant or speak with a staff member, press 1. To report a non-emergency incident or speak with a deputy or supervisor, press 2. For records, civil, concealed handguns, or animal control, press 3. For the Douglas County Jail, press 4. For detectives, Dent, medical... For records, press 1. For civil, press 2. For concealed...
Sure, records. Can you hold for 1 moment, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
So I'm calling to pay for, get like a fee. So this was really interesting because,
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm just calling to make a payment for a record request. Or
Okay. Is it one that we had already, called you and quoted you?
no, I'm calling to get a quote.
Oh, okay. Did you send it via email?
I mailed it in, snail mail.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can track it down. What's the name it's under?
Well, I sent it, so it's probably, do you think that would mean it was under my name?
Whatever you put as, the name of requester.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be me, Nancy Hamilton.
And what's your name?
Nancy Hamilton.
Okay, let me see if I can track down real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, anyways, while she's doing that, I thought I could go over, because this is, the 15th business deadline is suspended when the public body, I'm trying to hold my hand still, provides the requester with a fee estimate to the fulfill request until the fee has been paid or waived, or when the public body in good faith requests clarification from the requester. Until the requester provides that clarification or deadline, these provisions are intended to facilitate efficient business, not to justify the fee waived. Oh.
Do you remember when you sent in that request?
Yeah, I mailed it in the 19th, but you probably received it July 22nd, Monday.
Okay. So it'll be on top of my stack and not behind it. She has them sorted by when they came in.
Okay.
So it just takes a second for us to track them down. And do you know how much she quoted you?
No, I have not received a quote yet. That's why I'm calling.
Oh, okay. Do you know what it was you were requesting?
Yeah, actually, I have questions about that too. So,
Oh, I found it.
oh, that's okay. So yeah.
Okay, so I've got it here. And it looks like she had not started processing it yet, and that's probably why you hadn't received a quote from it yet, because you were looking for the report and the video.
Right. And so I did notice on your request, it says, where is that at here? Oh, it does say require
The body-worn camera.
Yeah, where it says require subpoena. So I was wondering if you could explain that to me just a little bit. I was kind of confused by that.
Basically, we have to have a court order to release the body cam footage. So usually it'll come from like an attorney's office or like the district attorney's office. But it's basically like a court order to release it. It's not something that we typically just release to the general public like we do every other record.
Okay, so I'm extremely confused by that, and maybe you can answer some questions for me. So I've been doing a ton of research, and I looked up the law code. I don't think I have that in front of me. Oh, yes, I do. You know, like requiring an officer, ORS 1337.741. So, are you saying, can you still hear me? Sorry. Are you saying that you're requiring every person? Is that correct? It's not just like, it doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter if it's criminal.
Right.
So your reason for not, like, well, okay, so I did call up Lane County, and I asked her, I said, have you ever heard, Lane County Sheriff's Office, I mean to say, and I said, have you ever heard of not, you know, like, first of all, their fees are all online and quoted, you know, right away, so I liked that, and it said $45 for, like, video, or it was any kind of, like, digital, it was $45 an hour, so I've never received a quote like that from you guys, and I was wondering why, and so you're telling me as a reason for not responding to video footage is you just don't give them to anybody, even if it's like not criminal. The sheriff's office in Lane County said she only heard of not, giving public records if it was like involved in a crime. But this is just
and I know the rules and restrictions can vary by county. It'll normally be if there's no like state statute for it, it'll be whatever the county ordinances are, or whatever, like the sheriff's office, like whatever the sheriff has decided. I don't have a whole lot of information about like the reasoning behind it, but my supervisor does. She's the one who typically processes the records request.
Who's your supervisor?
She's currently in a meeting, but I can get you back to her office if you wanted to leave her a message, and she'll be able to give you a call back.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Her name is Kaylee.
Kaylee?
Kaylee.
Okay. And so Kathy Cross is not your supervisor. She must just be a coworker.
Not anymore. She actually took another job.
Oh, okay.
So Kaylee is the new supervisor.
Okay, so Kathy Cross is no longer involved in records keeping, but she works there at the sheriff's department.
She's actually no longer here with the sheriff.
Oh, she doesn't even.
Another job outside of the sheriff's office.
So if I had a question about her, okay, then you can't even talk to her anymore at that job. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Okay, so I was like, well, what if I had a question though? Okay.
Took over her position. So Kaylee is the one doing a lot of the records requests and the releasing of records now.
Right, because I had requested this information. So the reason why I want this video footage is due to my dad is aging, and they say now he has dementia, and so he says things that are, in my opinion, inappropriate. And so if I get the records and they, the reason why I needed that is to prove, like, in a court proceeding, if I needed to get like a conservatorship or something, which he's 73, I'm not looking into that right now. I'm just documenting as the kid, because over the next 5 years he could get a lot worse type of thing. So I was just trying to document along the way in case I have to. I don't want to, but you know what I mean. So that's why I was seeking it. It wasn't like, in my opinion, it's not like I was agreeing with Lane County that this isn't criminal, I don't think. So I don't see why you couldn't release it. So if I did get a subpoena, you would be able to release it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. I don't think, the only time we have like an issue releasing records is if it's like a mental health record, or if it's an active investigation or an open investigation, we wouldn't be able to release it until that investigation is concluded. But those are really the only things that prevent us from releasing records.
Right, and so I was also looking up your timeline for, there are no lawyers. I've been calling around. Nobody even will take, you can't even talk to anybody for like months. And so it seemed like you're required to keep these recordings for a certain amount of time. Is that right? It seemed like it was 6 months or something.
I think we can go as far back as like the 90s.
Oh, okay. So you just don't destroy them. You keep
the
them.
calls into dispatch and all of that, we keep them. It can just be it can just take a little longer to get them if they're older records.
Okay. I thought that was weird. Can I tell you?
We switched over to a new program in November of last year, and the information you're looking for is from July, so it shouldn't be difficult to get the information.
Okay, and so I asked for videos previously, specifically one from October of last year, and that recording was really important to me because of being real stalking in real life. His name is Raymond Brown, and I told the officer, and so I really wanted that recording, and Kathy didn't give it to me or I didn't understand this, but does that mean if you guys still have that record? If I go get like a subpoena or whatever, you'll still be able to fulfill my request, even though when I looked it up, the timeline said you're only required to keep them for like six months or something. And I thought that doesn't make any sense because why would taxpayers pay all that money?
It can just take a little longer to get them.
Right. It didn't make any sense. You would destroy these. We pay a lot of money to keep these records. That didn't make any sense. Okay. Thank you. That helps. So, as far as, so what I'm allowed to have is only maybe just the report and then like the call maybe, or for right now, is that correct?
Like the dispatch log, which is just like the communication that the dispatchers put in.
And then what about like
report if there is one?
Right. Well, I'm sure there's a report of.
She hasn't. I don't know where she's at in the process of it yet. She hasn't made any notes on the request.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where she's at with it.
Okay.
But I can get you back to her desk if you want to.
Sure.
So she could follow up.
Yes, and thank you for helping me. That does explain a lot. It does help. Thank you.
Yeah, but I can get you back to her desk so you can leave her a message.
Okay.
Yeah. So one moment.
Okay. Thank you.
Your call is being forwarded to a Mitel voicemail system.
Kaylee Tucker
is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Kaylee. This is Nancy Hamilton calling again for a payment fee for the records request. My phone number is 541-623-1010. And I guess I can only access basically I just need the report as of right now. That would be enough. Now that I know that you do keep the videos and I can get it later. So 541-623-1010 so I can make a payment and get the report. Thank you very much. Bye.